LeetCode 125, valid palindrome. Palindrome definitions may vary, so we'll read this and then do the problem. A phrase is a valid palindrome if, after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters, and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backward. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers. Given string S, return true if S is a palindrome, false otherwise. Input S, example 1, a man, a plan, a canal, Panama, with some punctuation and characters in there. Output is supposed to be true because what happens? Well, we convert everything to lowercase, remove all alphanumeric characters, and it is a valid palindrome. My solution begins by converting the string to lowercase. Rather than removing all alphanumeric characters, what I do is use a regular expression to test to see if the character is alphanumeric or not. And if it is, I just skip over it. And I do this by looping through the string from both ends. So I is 0, j is the lowercase string dot length minus 1. Right? Because anytime we're dealing with a string, if we have a string of length 1, length minus 1 is 0, and the character 0 is going to be the end of the string. So we got to go from the end of the string. So we check the first character that we encounter. I is 0. If it's not alphanumeric, we increment it, and then we continue. And then in this case, the character is A. And we check this character at the end of the string. If it's not alphanumeric, then we decrement J, and we continue. But in fact, this is alphanumeric, and that is alphanumeric. And since we've converted it to lowercase, we're going to now compare character I with character J. They are equal, so we do not return false. This algorithm will try to return false as soon as it finds out that we have something that is not a palindrome. And the whole thing has to be a palindrome. So we're being greedy on this, and we're looking at the whole thing, and we're going to try to fail fast. As soon as we find an instance, a case where it is not a palindrome, and we're sure that it's not a palindrome, we're getting out of there. So we're going to look at the ends first. We could potentially start in the middle, but that's not the way I wrote it. I wrote it starting from the edges. And then finally, we're going to return true. The postfix increment operator the result of this will be I, and then I will be incremented after I results from this. So we're going to, in the first iteration of this loop, I is 0, and then we're going to get the 0 property from V. J is v.length minus 1. We're going to get that property off of V, and we're going to compare the two. These are the post-increment and post-decrement operators. That's how to check to see if a string is a valid palindrome. Probably won't run into this that much in your actual real-world coding examples, but knowing this will come in handy in later LeetCode examples, which will require dynamic programming and all sorts of different things with sliding windows and stuff. Thanks for watching.